Title: The Unbending Tale of the Titanic Tamagotchi. Once upon a time, in the frigid depths of the North Atlantic, a catastrophic event unfolded on the ill-fated RMS Titanic. Among the panicked passengers, one family stood out, not for their bravery or their fear, but for their peculiar obsession with a digital pet called Tamagotchi. The entitled parents in question, Mr. and Mrs. Swindler, were a pair of self-proclaimed Tamagotchi aficionados who had brought aboard their entire collection of 100 Tamagotchis, each housed in a tiny plastic case around their necks like medals of honor. As the ship struck the iceberg and the crew began to rally the passengers for lifeboat evacuation, Mr. Swindler was more concerned about his precious digital pets than the impending doom. "We can't leave them behind," he cried out to Mrs. Swindler as they stood on the deck watching the icy water rise around them. Mrs. Swindler, who had a reputation for being just as entitled as her husband, agreed. "Of course not. We must keep our promise to feed and care for each one of our precious Tamagotchis." As the situation grew dire, the passengers began to abandon ship, leaving behind a motley crew of the Titanic staff who were desperately trying to guide as many passengers as possible onto the lifeboats. Mr. Swindler and Mrs. Swindler clung tightly to their Tamagotchis, refusing to leave without them. The ship's captain, a seasoned veteran with a stern gaze, approached the entitled couple, his voice heavy with gravity. "You must come with us. There isn't time for you to save those toys." Mrs. Swindler, her eyes wide with fear, pointed at one of the Tamagotchis that had begun to beep frantically in its plastic case. "He's hungry. We can't leave him behind." With a frustrated sigh, the captain turned to the crew members nearest to them and ordered, "Take care of these people's Tamagotchi.